Hello and welcome to the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. This is a free-to-play app game that you can get on your PC, and you can play against trainers and bots and other people and all that stuff. And I kind of want to go over what this is and how to use it, because there's kind of a lot of tabs and stuff that makes it a little bit confusing. There's this top right, this currency, this P little, I got some here in this daily gift thing. This is like the Pokecoin thing. So these are like the in-game credits that you can earn pretty slowly. I guess they're just tokens. These are the event tickets, which you can use to get into events and stuff. You can earn those in different ways. Settings, obviously, and then we have our search for friends and lobbies and all that stuff, little chat thing. But in the top left, you got this big play button, and obviously that's how you play. There's trainer challenges, which is against bots. Versus, which is against real people. Events are like events, and then the tutorial, which you have to do as soon as you start up, and then probably never touch it ever again because it's so slow and boring. Collection, this is your cards, your collection. You can manage your decks. You can have tons of decks, and you can also trade. There is something to say about trades. You can only trade certain things that basically you like codes you get from these code cards in the real world, or certain packs that you get in game you can trade, but some of them you can't. And I don't know if I'll ever go over that. I have no plans to trade anything right now. I'm just enjoying the game for what it is. You obviously have your profile, which you can customize a little bit. We obviously have the store, which will have everything. There's booster packs, there's decks, there's gameplay. So this is like sleeves and boxes and all that stuff. I did grab a deck. I grabbed this Charizard deck. I was saving up for it. But anyways, we're going to hop into a trainer challenge. And I kind of want to go over the game because I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're brand new, you have no idea what's going on. I've been collecting for a long time, and it's been a long time since I've played. I played when I was a kid, but it's been a lot of fun just playing with like a theme deck. Like, nobody makes videos on theme decks anymore. Unless they're like hardcore meta, like this Charizard one. But anyways, there's all these guys you can play against, and there's different like difficulty, I guess. So like the gold and stuff. I'm on the platinum, so this will be like a medium-ish game. We'll just use a stupid fire deck. You get this bonfire, the crushing current, and hidden depths for your like free theme decks. You can get other rewards and stuff and packs and make your own decks and all that stuff. But like I said, I've just been enjoying playing with the theme deck, so we'll just hop in. I think this fire one's honestly probably the worst. But it is what it is. And this 7 out of 7 here is basically, I won with it 7 times, so I unlocked all the cards. When you first start out, it's really hard because you have so many less options, I guess, because they're still trying to teach you the game. So this is it. This is the game. This is the overlay. We've got our little play mat. We've got our decks. We've got our box to the side. The coins that we can use. We have in the top left, we're playing against Kendall, who has 53 cards in her deck and 0 in her discard. And down here, the Camelhump, that's me, yo, what's up? 0 in discard, same thing, right? We draw 7 to start the game. You have to have a basic Pokemon in your hand to start the game. If you don't, you reshuffle, it's a mulligan. Your opponent gets to draw an extra card. It's just like the consequence of you sucking and not having what you need. If you're questioning what a basic is, top left, it's pretty great because Pokemon cards, it's not like Yu-Gi-Oh! Has not gotten so difficult and so advanced that you can't keep up anymore. Pokemon has everything you need to know on this card. Top left, it's a basic. Its name is Eevee. Its hit points, its health points, 60. It's a normal type. Normal in the TCG is colorless, so you can actually use anything. So even though this requires a white energy, I can actually use a fire one. It's pretty dope. So we have to start by putting it up front. And just for like whateverness, we can put it down, face down, and then our turn begins. Except it's his turn, so his turn begins. Her turn begins, so sorry. You never know. And, okay, so we drew a card to start our turn. And he couldn't attack because it's first turn. He also couldn't use a supporter card. A supporter card is going to be a trainer that says supporter. So on the first turn of the game, you can't attack, and you can't use a supporter. However, you can do everything else. You can attach an energy, which you can only do 1 per turn. So you kind of get ahead of the game in that way. He's going to be able to attack with his attack first kind of thing. But because we go second, we can play a supporter. Notice how it's green down here. And also we can attach an energy. So we'll attach for turn. There's no other Pokemon I can put down here. So now he's put this Pikachu on his bench. So like the Pokemon games, you can have 6 Pokemon in your party. And that's what these prize cards are for. So we have 6 prize cards. If 6 of our Pokemon get knocked out, that's it. Now that doesn't mean we can only play 6 Pokemon. That means 6 of them have to be knocked out. So this bench is like our party. We can put as many cards down here as we want, up to 5. And we can evolve, we can set them up, all that stuff. It's great. But you can only have up to 5. So we have Flareon, which we cannot use this turn because we can't evolve the Eevee first turn that we play it. And this is our first turn. We have Stage 1 evolves from Eevee, so that's right there. Abilities can be used once per turn, unless there's something like this. Each of your Stage 1 Pokemon in play. And so that's just like a constant ability. Once we have a Flareon out, it has that effect. It also has an attack and weakness, resistance, retreat. So if it's weak to something, so this is weak to fighting, Flareon's weak to water because it's fire, that means it's going to take double damage. If it's resistant, it'll say like minus 30 or nobody here is resistant. And then we just take like 30 less damage. So if they do 30 damage, we take no damage from that type. So that's pretty cool. And then retreat cost is like, hey, I want Eevee to get out of the active spot. I don't want Eevee taking any punches or anything. We can retreat and toss away an energy. It's a colorless. So the fire would go into the discard, and we would be able to do all that stuff. So there's not a whole lot I can do here. I think I'm content to just attack. So benefits of going second is that we can attack, we can use supporters. So Kendall's going to draw a card. Okay, and evolve the Raichu. This could be madness. So what's kind of cool is that this is a card game. We can look at all their stuff. Like, I've never seen this card before. Boom, I can look at it. You can look in their discard and all that stuff. You can look in your own discard, all that. Yeah. So we can evolve this turn, but we won't be able to use an attack. And also we do have supporters that would let us draw. So drawing is really important, obviously. I'm going to attach, obviously. And I think we're just going to load up. It's okay that we can't attack. I'm not super worried about it. And then we'll just toss our hand and draw more cards and see what else we can do. So we played a supporter. Supporters, you can only use 1 per turn. Says it right on the card. Can't miss it. Boom, boom. However, we can use other trainer cards because this is an item. And we can fish out someone who has 90 health or less. What is my hand? Moltres, okay. And so, who do I want? It would be nice to get Growlithe set up. But honestly, I think we'll draw into a Ponyta at some point. So I'll just grab Rapidash. Put it into hand. Boom. Can't place any energies because we already have. I can slap Moltres down. I don't really care for Vulpix in this deck, so I'm not even going to bother. And like I said, can't attack, so we'll just be done. We'll pass our turn. And it's Kendall's turn. Attaching, okay. Oh, boy. Ooh. Okay, that kind of did a lot. Right. But it's okay because we're about to schmack back, baby. Boom. And then we attack. It doesn't really matter because we take the KO anyways. And there we go. So we knock out one of their Pokemon. We get a prize card. Boom. We'll take the town map. That goes directly into our hand, and we can use it next turn if we want to. Attacking is the last thing you do on your turn. So once you attack, for the most part, there's nothing else you can do. It becomes the other person's turn. So this is pretty awesome because, I don't know, flip tails or something, or I have no idea. Oh, wait. Is it your bench? A number of your bench. Okay, so that actually can't do anything with nothing on the bench. So if there's 3 ways to win: taking all 6 of your prize cards, or your opponent runs out of cards to draw, or you knock out their Pokemon and they have nothing else on the bench to follow up. So we'll play Town Map. Town Map just reveals all these so I can better choose exactly what I want from the goodness there. We'll attach an energy. We'll toss this Pokeball. Lets me search for someone if it is heads, and it is. Bingo, bango. We could snag Ponyta, so we could just definitely get we could definitely get Rapidash down. Or because there's no limit for like 90 health or a basic, we could go for Arcanine and then again just hope to get hope to draw a Growlithe. There's 3 of them in here, so I think that might be an okay play. So I guess we'll just do that and just play the long haul with these first stages. And then also, we do have Moltres that we can keep powering up, so I'm not super worried about it, but yeah. Unfortunately, there's no way to kill this Raichu or knock it out or whatever you want to say this turn. Even if we had gotten heads, it wouldn't have mattered. But we might be able to get it. No, because you're going to play that. Yeah. Okay, thank you for showing me this for so long. Oh, we're loading. We're crashing. We're fine. Wait, I have no idea what just happened. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Flareon got knocked out. Unfortunately, if Flareon had gotten heads, it would have done 80 damage, and we could have just taken it out right here. But unfortunately, I don't see that happening. I'm going to play this on the bench just to have something, because there's no way we get knocked out. But again, if Kendall has no basic Pokemon to play on the bench, we win next turn. Which, you got to get something with this Acro Bike. Okay, there you go. All right, well, we still have a decent chance. This Raichu's kind of doing a whole lot of nothing. And it's about finding synergies and stuff with different cards. Meowth, you're cool. Is this worth? We need a lot of energies, which we may or may not get. We'll just take the KO here, snag something out of the cards here. And, yeah, pretty obvious. I'm going to go with that Ponyta. It would not have been a bad idea to attach an energy. I think with these theme decks, it's big getting energies down every single turn. I'm not going to judge because they only have 3 cards, and it would be giving them an extra one. And also, I want a Rapidash next turn, so I'm fine to just attack and end my turn. And we'll do it next turn or something if we don't draw anything. Trevor, picking up that Pachirisu. Nice. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so good. What? You just do nothing. You bum. Okay, cool. This is not helpful to me right now, so we will just judge and do that. And unfortunately, he does get 2 extra cards, but I needed something to play. And we'll throw this down, and boom. So, something I have not mentioned are stadium cards, which will go down, and both players can actually take advantage of this. This one in particular is pretty biased towards us. However, if they were to play a stadium card, if Kendall had one, it would replace this one, and it would be active for both of us as well. So that is kind of what those are, and they're just special trainer cards. You can only have one down at a time, and they can be replaced and whatnot. So that is a fat bench. So we are going the distance in this one. I need another energy. You know, that is a fantastic card. Wait a second. Wait, let me not do this right now. Hello? Choose an option? Wait, let me go back. I don't want to. Is it? What? Do I have to? Is it because I played this? Dang it. I wish I had played Growlithe on the bench so we could draw 5 cards instead of just 4. But you know, it's fine because we got this, and that's all I care about. I also care about that, and I'm okay with the rest of this for now. We'll go... If you do this, do it. No, I don't need to do that because they're already at 40. But we have a very heavy hitting attack if and when we want to use that. I don't need weakness policy because it basically just gets rid of the weakness, but we're not going up against a type that has a weakness to us, or that we're weak to. So not super worried about that. I'll slap Growlithe down. And we do have the XP share on Rapidash, so Rapidash will grab one of the energy from Moltres. I'll go ahead and use the stadium to discard. You know what? We might as well heal. I'm okay with that. Boom. And then we can also energy retrieval from the discard. Skadoosh. And bada bing, bada boom. We can also slap this down because we're going to need 2. And you know what? Why not? Yeah, it's fine. Boom. Let's get this over with, baby. Start doing some heavy damage. I'll just take the energy. The Vulpix and the other trainer are kind of useless to me right now. But yeah, this is kind of a lackluster game. Sometimes these are pretty intense. I did kind of just want to do this so that I could see where people are at, if they want to see this, or if this is interesting at all. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I actually got to the point where I was playing with students, and that was super fun. So then that made me want to get cards in real life and theme decks and all that stuff. And I think that, like I said, there is like a certain like nostalgia feeling to playing with just basic cards, not having the EXGXV crazy like search your deck 5 times in a turn, all that stuff. So I'm totally content with just destroying these plebeian trainers, and then maybe hitting up like a versus and seeing how that goes. I've only ever done one versus, and it went pretty well. They gave up pretty quickly, so yeah, we get our end of the game stats loading, and we come back to the home screen here, and we can continue. We get these little rewards. Like I said, you get these coins very slowly, but if you beat these people, we got the 1-star on Kendall. If we beat her 3 more times, I think we get a pack. Maybe it's 5 more times, I don't know, or 4 more times for the 5th time, I don't know. I have not done that yet. This is the only other deck I have. Unfortunately, if we use the fire deck on Kendall again, we already have the check mark, so we will not get a new star. But if we come back here, I've beaten all these plebeians with each of the starter decks. I'm gonna be able to use the Charizard theme deck. Now I assume this 12 is like we got to get 12 wins with this to get all the cards, because right now it's probably got a bunch of duplicates or something. But that is something I didn't show. We do have like a quick overview of the deck. Now, theme decks are going to have roughly 18 energy per deck. This has 2 special energy. They're just still fire energies. They just have a little bit more context you can use. I don't know if I'll go over deck building because I'm just using these theme decks. They're just kind of fun to mess around with. But they're not terrible. I think out of the 3 that you're given, I think Hidden Depths is by far the best. It just has like the most synergy with itself and the other cards, and that's super important, obviously. This one has 19 energies. But yeah, anyways, that's it. That's it for this one. We're gonna, I don't know, maybe we'll use Hidden Depths next time and do a versus against some real person and see how that goes. Maybe do 1 or 2 of those and just mess around and play. And I've been playing anyway, so I figured why not record it. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you hate this, if you watched it till the very end, I mean, that's gotta mean something, right? But anyways, until next time, God bless and stay hydrated.